Hey there, everyone. This video is going to just briefly show you how to add in columns in Revit to produce something, anything that looks anything like any of these. The columns would be semi-structural, but we're going to use the architectural columns that are in Revit. They'd be structural in the sense that they would be holding up the pediment, which is the triangular portion here. That forms the top of a porch or something else. The ones I'm going to show you how to do are going to be like these. And I'm actually just going to delete these and re-add them in, but I'll explain some of the other pieces of this. So this will be kind of different than some of the other demos. So the way this is laid out here, basically up here, if we just, let's say, delete this wall for a second, what you see is this right here is a floor. And really all I did, I'm going to bring that wall back. All I did was in my level 3, which is my roof level anyways, I initially didn't have this on this house. All I did was in my level 3, I added a wall here, a wall here, a wall here, and then I put in a floor, which we can see, oops, that's the chain of walls. A floor, which I can't seem to highlight it. That's odd. Oh, there it is. And I used those walls to create the floor, and that just creates the underside of like the porch roof, if you will, or the porch ceiling rather. And then I extended the roof out by, double clicking this and moving the roof boundary, because initially this was all back lined up with this wall and there was no porch on the front of this house. So this was in the level 3 roof plan. Let's see here. You'll create the actual columns here in the level 1 plan. And actually, if we jump to the level 1 plan, we see those columns right here. I just changed the material to something. Let's see if we edit this type. I used a wall texture and an orange peel texture, and then the actual color just happens to be yellow. That had nothing to do with the texture. I just changed the color of the material. Other things to note here are that I also added a generic floor for the porch there. So I picked that in level 1 and switched to the 3D view so you could see that. I created a set of stairs coming up from the topo surface on the outside. And so that's how you could create all that. And that was just done in level 1 right along with all the other stuff here to create a separate floor. And that floor is different than, if I can pick it here. I don't know why I'm having trouble getting floors today using tab. There's the floor. That's the floor of the interior of the house. And they're the same type of floor, but I just put a separate floor section on the outside for the floor of the porch. And you could even add some walls around that, either some concrete walls like foundational type walls or something else to box it in and make it look a little better. The stairs you can look how to add from another video. So anyways, if I just actually delete these columns, we will make those go away. This is what I had before I added the columns. So in level 1 here, this is the actual part you've been waiting for, is how to add the columns. If we just click the regular column, we get a structural column, and those are a little more bland. Those would be like just made of concrete or something to support something. So we'll pick column : architectural. I already have that column loaded that I wanted here, but you can go to load family and you can load up your own columns here right from the in the US Imperial folder, the columns category. There's a number of different types of columns, and you can actually do custom columns. So if that was something that was really important to you, you can let me know and I will help you figure out how to make a column family. I just loaded these rectangular ones. If I try to do it now, it's going to tell me they're already loaded and I can overwrite them, which is fine. From there, oops, undo. You can pick some different sizes. So these would be more rectangular. We could have just larger 24 by 24 ones, but I'll stick with the 18 by 18. So here's the thing I really want to show is that naturally, see how this is not snapping? It's not snapping to the bottom of that porch for the way we're looking at it. It does snap to the side. So what you can do is just place 4 columns wherever you need them to be. And they're coming out yellow now because I already changed that material for the type for that family. But here's the part I really want to show is I haven't shown it a ton, but the align tool. So if you pick something and then you pick align, what this lets you do is it says, please select the line point or point reference for alignment. So this is the thing you want to move something to. So it's sort of backwards. First you pick the edge you're going to move something to, then you pick the edge that's moving to the first thing you picked. So the second thing I pick is this, and it moves the column right up to that first edge that I picked. So I'm moving to this, the edge of this column. Okay, so you could keep doing that. To this edge, I'm going to click. I am moving the front edge of this column. So first you pick the thing you're going to align to, and then you pick the thing that you are moving to the first thing. So it does feel a little bit backwards, but once you get the hang of it, it makes sense. Here, I'm going to actually zoom in a bit, and I'm going to align the edge of this column. I'm going to first click the edge of the stairs. So to the stairs, I'm going to be aligning this column. Click. To the stair edge, click. I'm going to be aligning this column, click, and that moves things around. And that is what's going to give us this nice lined up set of columns. And the last step here, I'm going to just hit escape to clear out of my align tool, is to actually raise the height of these columns up to the top of this. And this, if I hold control on the keyboard, it lets me pick multiple things. This is as simple as doing an attach top base. Once they're selected, I can attach that. I got to hover around so my floor lights up for the ceiling of my porch, and I'll click on that, and those columns should shoot right up there. And so if you wanted to edit the type of these, you can pick one of the column, hit edit type. I didn't hit duplicate. You should duplicate it before you change the material, but if you just click in the materials option here, there's all sorts of materials you can make them out of. You can do it out of wood. This is just like selecting the siding on the house. And it's taking an odd amount of time to load here, but we'll see. There we go. So you can change. I just chose a wall texture of orange peel. So if you search like wall texture, there's a couple options down here. Concrete, render beige, wall texture, stucco, coarse, stippled. This was the orange peel. So say we wanted a different color. I can't. Oh, we can keep both. It's going to add another wall texture, and let's do a different color for this one. I'm just going to go, you could do graphics and or appearance in both of them if you pick a color. Let's go with like blue. There we go. And I'm going to actually, can I copy this? No, I can't. So that should, when I click OK here, make those columns blue. There you go. So that is how you add some columns in Revit. Pretty straightforward. Good luck on this, folks.